can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help.
Money, money, money. That's all you
Guys, there's nothing wrong with being wealthy.
I know you know.
Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, but not having it is. No, Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create wealth. No, it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. You don't like money so much, why you get up and go to work? Yes, how you do with your boss on the things that you think you have to say. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. It's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. And now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor to the working class, Mr. Ed Cortez.
Good morning, Black World, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. It's truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to be coming to you live and direct from the Tax Pros Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Guys, if you have not realized by now that there is a lot of money to be made in the tax game, not just all year round, but in particularly in that 4-month span that we're about to enter into, like that week after Christmas, all the way through May, man, there's a lot of money to be made. And my guest today is going to talk a little bit about how you can take advantage of the tax system from a business standpoint and starting a business in the tax profession and really start to capitalize on how you can set yourself apart. So I'm excited to have her on to talk about that. You guys know I try to bring you solutions that help you build wealth. And if you can get a piece of those billions and billions and billions of dollars that are made between December 26th and May 1st, why not? Right? If you got aspirations to do something, maybe get your little side hustle going. Maybe you need to look at getting involved in the tax game. Good morning. I see you on YouTube. Appreciate you for tuning in this morning. So do me a huge favor while you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to the channel. And then make sure that at some point in the day you copy the link to today's show, you share it on your favorite social media timeline, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, or what have you. You guys do me the same favor on Facebook. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, and share this on your timelines, man. The chances are there's people out there looking for an opportunity and they can't find it. And I'm just going to keep presenting opportunities to you until you find the one that's a good fit for you. You go become mega wealthy for you and your family. Now we can start changing our communities when we have the capital and financial resources to do so. Like I tell you each and every morning, for those of you who are new to the show, this show is for risers and grinders only, man. If you're ready to get up, get out, and get something, then this is your show. This show is for legacy builders. Are you trying to build a legacy for you and your family? Are you willing to make some tough sacrifices so that your family, your children, can inherit 6 and 7 figures? Then if that's you, this is your show. On the other hand, who is this show not for? This show is not for the hater. This show is not for those people who've got a problem for every solution. This show is not for people who got a problem with money. You think wealthy is being wealthy is a bad thing, and you don't like to see people chase money. This ain't your show, man. Chase whatever makes you happy. And if chasing wealth so that my family doesn't have to struggle in the same way that I struggled coming up, then who are you to judge me? If you've never seen a future billionaire before, and yes, that's billion with a B, I want you to take a screenshot, cheese, and watch your boy work, because it is going down. Today's show is also brought to you by the Black Wealth Movement, guys. If you are not in a business of your own, you have not added a home-based business to your wealth building portfolio, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Adding a home-based business to your wealth building portfolio allows you to take advantage of the tax code. When you can minimize your taxes and bring that money back into your household, you can then take that money and use it to eliminate your debt. Now that you got money back from Uncle Sam, you got your money back from the banks because you eliminated your debt. Now all of a sudden you freed up the money that you need to start investing. Whether you want to invest in Bitcoin, stocks and bonds, real estate, gold, that makes no never mind. You ain't investing in nothing if you don't have the capital. And most working class people don't have the capital. They're living check to check because they're overpaying taxes and they're drowning in debt. Black Wealth Movement focuses on simple, practical strategies to help you overcome those situations. So if you're serious and want more information on that, all you go do is text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. Again, text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887, and I get you some additional information on how our program works and where you can go see a presentation and all of that good stuff and let you make an informed decision. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to bring on a tax professional who's got 18 years in the game. Last few years, she's been coaching individuals and businesses on how to streamline and create more sustainable, more profitable businesses in the tax space. So I'm excited to introduce to some and to present to others Miss Kimberly Fowler. Kimberly, let me unmute your microphone. And how are you, sis?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Speak up for me just a little bit. But welcome to the show today. I want you to take a few minutes and just give people your background and where you came from and all of that good stuff. Let people know who you are this morning.
Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, that's a lot better.
Okay, awesome. Well, basically when I just first started my tax career, I started working for one of the bigger chains. I won't say the name, but I was just kind of working for $10 an hour. I was teaching and training over 150 associates for the company, managing some of their bigger offices and making a bonus of just $2,000 at the end of the year. Fortunately for me, I was actually able to see a profit and loss statement for the particular store that I manage. And I noticed that this particular store in 4 months actually brought in 7 figures, $14 million in 4 months. Yes, 4 months. I never met the owner. It was all from my efforts. So they gave me all the motivation that I needed. So as I noticed when I was training other tax preparers, they will always ask the same things, the same question. How do I start this on my own? Because people would always have their own clients that will come in to look for the particular preparer. How do I start this on my own is the question they'll ask. So, bam, I just thought, you know what, this is an opportunity. So why not devise a program to teach tax professionals or people that want to become tax professionals income tax theory as well as the business development side of the tax business. So integrate those two and that becomes an opportunity. So I teach things like tax business, day-to-day operations, how you can I can assist you with IRS registration, how you can get your certifications and your numbers to start a tax business, how you can offer different incentives and products to your customer, etc. I mean, the list goes on. Right. So because of my journey after leaving that franchise, I was able to do this hands-on and find the path that I needed to start and run a tax business. So now what I'm looking to do is share that knowledge and pay it forward to the associates that come under.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that, man. And I talk to people all the time, and you said you were making $10 an hour, training hundreds of people, managing multiple stores, and they give you a funky $2,000 bonus at the end of every year. I want people to see that when you are someone else's employee, you are an asset to them in the sense that they're paying you to do things that they don't want to do. And if they're paying you $10 an hour, $400 a week, you have to know that you're bringing in 100 times that in a lot of cases. Because if you were not, they wouldn't be good business people. Nobody's pouring investments into anything that they're not getting a return on. They're definitely not doing it long term. So you said that one store,
Yes.
made $14 million in a 4-month period.
In a 4-month period. 14.7 to be exact.
Wow. So closer to 15 million in a 4-month period. That's amazing to know those kinds of numbers, because now you're looking at that from your perspective, saying, wait a minute, I've been running this store myself for I don't know how long. How long were you running the store before you realized that was going on?
5 years.
So you're saying to yourself, I've been running this place for 5 years.
Yes.
And they got $14 million in just this tax season. Ain't no telling how much they got last tax season, the tax season before that. The residual tax money that comes in. They still making money in May, June, July, August. So just 14 million, 15 million in that. In 5 years, I've been doing this, and the light bulb came on in your head that I know what they know. I know how to teach what they know. I've been running this business for 5 years. I can do this for myself. What would you say to people who are in that position? Maybe they haven't seen the profit and loss statement at their company, but can you encourage people who may want to step out on their own, but they're confusing or they're afraid to reach for freedom because they don't want to leave security?
Well, what motivated me again, once I actually saw that, there was something inside of me that just kept saying, you can do this, you can do this. And a lot of people second guess themselves. A lot of people that I talk to, they know that they can do it, but they second guess themselves. But that little voice inside of you is actually what's pushing you to go ahead and start your dreams. If it's telling you, I can do this, go ahead and start it. Don't be afraid. That's fear. Fear is our biggest hindrance. So when I talk to people, a lot of people have the same thing, the fear.
Gotcha.
But if something is inside of you, pushing you and telling you to go out and step out and go ahead and do it, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, man. It's you gotta try. You gotta be willing to try. And that's something else. Something else that you said is that a lot of the tax preparers who were coming back to that franchise year after year, they had built up a significant amount of clientele of people who would come in and only let them do their taxes. Because I remember when my wife and I were going to a big box store, we went to Miss Betty every year, right? Miss Betty was like 80 years old, right? But she was super cool. And we just, every year we went in, other people were trying to say, hey, she's busy, she's with somebody, do you want? Nope, I want Miss Betty. So you have those people, and basically what they're not seeing is that, yes, the box store brand initially brought people in, but it's you, the individual, that developed that relationship with those people, and that's what you can take to your own thing, right?
Exactly. It's definitely a relationship business. Even though you may be able to do the best taxes in the world, but if a person hasn't developed that relationship with you, then they're not going to come back. So it's definitely a relationship business.
Got you. And then you said you also teach tax theory. What the heck is tax theory?
Well, in my classes, I teach basic income tax fundamentals, and I also go to intermediate to advanced tax theory. Just the practical side, the actual how to break down a 1040. That's my whole motto. I need you to know how to break down a 1040 to your customer. That's the tax filing form.
Gotcha.
So I go over the basic tax laws, the types of income, different deductions, different types of credits that you can offer to your customer, and other advanced techniques as far as when it comes to taxes. So that's what I teach. Got you.
So someone could come to you and those who, because this thing is kind of all over the place, from people who are trying to file their own, people who are buying software off the shelf, trying to figure that thing out. Then you got your people who, my cousin do her own, so I let her do mine. and then you got people who are degreed and licensed with all kind of letters behind their name. So it's all over the place. But you're saying that for someone who is got a little bit of drive, some passion and ambition, and want to take your course, you can teach them how to be anything from someone who prepares their own taxes to maybe just being the resident tax preparer for their family or their church or their small community, or you can take them and teach them how to scale a business all the way to hundreds and thousands of clients and how to run stores, because you did that for 5 years, right?
Exactly. That is exactly, yes. We in the summertime, I have a class that just basically teaches people how to do income taxes. You know, yes, you do have people that want to, you're still able to do your own taxes, and if you just want to know more about tax law, I do have that in the summertime, a class that I teach. More so towards the tax season, that's when I'm developing business owners, tax business owners.
Gotcha. So most of my people who are watching this show, we all about getting wealth and getting money as an issue out of the way. So you talked about briefly what it looks like from a box store standpoint, in the sense that the amount of money that a single store made. Now we know that that particular store has a lot of advertising dollars. They're part of a national chain, so they get to benefit from that. So we can see 14 million flooding into a store like that in a single tax season. But what can an individual expect just starting out? Just starting out, zero clientele, but based on what you teach from not only the tax preparer standpoint and how to prepare the taxes, but also business structure, marketing, how to get clients, word of mouth, what to do. What could an average person look at earning if they still got their day job and maybe they just want to prepare a few returns part-time? What would a part-time income look like?
I have the least amount that I have paid out to a very new tax professional is $10,000 to $20,000 in a 4-month time span.
Okay.
If they apply all the strategies that we teach.
Gotcha.
So we have a system that shows you how to leverage your tax business, not with just you preparing the returns. We also teach you how to bring in other people and help you leverage your business and make residuals off within your own tax business.
All right. So basically, 10 grand, right? Over 4 months. That's an extra $2,500 per month over 4 months. And if you're looking at this from a practical standpoint, which I like to keep things practical and I like to keep things simple. Let's be honest. You come out of the Christmas season with probably $10,000 in debt that you're going to pay for all year long, but you can learn how to prepare a few tax returns and make 10 grand in the first 4 months of 2018, and bam, that wipes out your Christmas debt, right?
Exactly.
Cool. Another thing that you can do, which is I'm a big proponent of, that 10,000 can wipe out some other debts too. So you can create more and free up more cash flow. And then if you get your feet wet and you really like this as an industry, that 10,000 can be used to scale up your business and already start planning for the next tax season and all of that kind of stuff. So I love it. Now you said two more of my other very, very favorite words. You said leverage and you said residual income. Those are two of my favorite words of all time. But I know people have a problem with leverage, right? For some reason, especially black people, we seem to have an issue with making money off other people. Right? I don't know what that's all about. When everybody leverages black people. So if you're not making money off somebody, then you're the only one that's not making money off yourself and somebody else. So everybody else is making money off you. It's okay to leverage people, because if I can help you make $10 and I'll make $1, I think that's a fair exchange. So how do you deal with the mindset of people who may be a little bit apprehensive about leveraging their business?
teach them is you want to work. You want to be able to work on your business and not in your business. And that's how. And I want to get people to understand the benefits of doing that. So working on your business, you can, have other people to do what it is that you are teaching them to do so that you can have time to grow the business. And so that's one of the important reasons why we have to leverage, we have to delegate, we have to, give back to others and teach them what we know, and so that they can actually, bring other income into our business in other ways that we may not even know. So that's my whole proponent with that. Like, you have to work on your business and not in your business. And the only way to do that is bring other people in and help them grow and help them understand that you have an income opportunity that is going to help them further down the line. And it's also going to help your business and your brand as well.
Yeah, and I love that. Work on your business, not in your business. You're trying to make all the money. And when you think from a linear perspective, you're trying to make all the money. You're saying, hey, I don't want to delegate because I'm going to have to pay this person something. Or I don't want to leverage because this person is going to make a few dollars. Let me do all the tax returns myself, and not realize that if you have that mindset, then literally you're putting a cap on your own income. If you're going to do everything yourself, there's only so much you can do. There's only so many hours in a day. Versus you got 100 people doing a lot of stuff themselves, and you're just getting a small piece off all 100. So I love that. Work in your business, work on your business and not in your business. Now, my other favorite word that you said, residual income. How does your system set up where if I'm going to scale this thing up, yeah, I'm still going to do 10 tax returns per week myself, but I also have 10 people in my office or 10 people in my network doing 10 tax returns each. So now we're doing 110 tax returns every week, but I'm only doing 10 myself personally. How does the system work in allowing me to earn or generate that leveraged income?
Well, you said the main word, a network. So we have developed a compensation structure to grow your tax business. Something that we've put in, we've actually broken it out into 3 different levels that you can actually implement in your tax business. You can have recruiters in your business, you can have managers in your business, and you can have consultants. All of these people, your recruiters, will bring in your tax consultants and your managers, and they receive a residual off of every tax return that's actually processed in the office.
Okay.
Managers, they are responsible for training the tax associates that they bring in under them, the tax consultants, and they receive a residual off of the entire office location that they have. Tax consultants are just tax consultants. They receive a net percentage of the fees that they earn. So everybody is essentially earning residuals because it's like a network. There's you can actually make income on a multi-level with the system that we've actually devised.
Gotcha.
I won't go too much into that because it's a groundbreaking system, but it's awesome.
Right. So basically, you say you have recruiters, people who can just really just send people into your network and say, hey, I know my cousin who does taxes, but she doesn't do them the best. Not she doesn't prepare them the best, but sometimes she do them out of her house. So she's you're at the kitchen table, dinner is cooking in the background and all that kind of stuff. But she really wants to scale up, but she just don't know how. So I can say, hey, I need you to talk to my girl Kimberly, and she's going to help you streamline your business, add some processes to your business to make sure that you get more customers in and out so you can make a few extra dollars. So that would be me being in the position of a recruiter. Is that correct?
Exactly, yes.
So just sending people into your system, right? Okay. And then you'd have my cousin. She says, yes, I love the system. Kimberly has taught me how to streamline my business, but now I'm doing my 10 tax returns a week, but I want to train a few people how to do that as well. And she goes out and she trains a few people, and now she's managing those people that she trains. So now she's in a management position, correct?
Yes, and she makes a residual off of the tax returns that her trainees have processed.
Gotcha. And then you have your consultants. Those are the people, for lack of a better term, hopefully nobody takes this in a disrespectful way, but those are the worker bees. Those are the people who just, you know what, I ain't trying to manage nobody. I just need to do me 5 tax returns a week so that I can buy me a new handbag every week. Or so I can do whatever, right? Whatever their goal is, hey, I'm just going to do a few returns myself, and I'm just going to make that happen, period. That's just what I'm going to do. I ain't going to tell nobody about this opportunity. I just want to do me, right? So consultants, managers, and recruiters. So I love that because someone in my position says, you know what, I don't want to do tax returns because to me that's a job, and I don't like jobs. Not at that, you know, doing the job myself, but I know you have to create jobs. So, but I would like to be able to, you know, reach out to people, market to people who are looking for legitimate opportunities, people who are actually hungry and they want to do something with themselves. They don't know what. Then I would like to be able to offer them an opportunity where they can plug in and get some training and start making them some extra money to start building wealth, because that's what I'm all about, helping people build wealth. So I like that I can be a recruiter and help you guys in that regard. And then those people can also do the same thing, right? They can also take the opportunity for themselves, but also help other people who want to make a few extra dollars. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So talk a little bit about what you guys do in the preparation of somebody brand new. I don't know what a W-2 is. I don't know what a 1099 is. I don't know what a 1040 is. What does training look like? How long does it take for you to get somebody trained up, prepared, ready to go, ready to sit across from somebody with complete confidence that they can get the most complicated tax return done in 90 minutes?
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, as far as the advanced returns, that does take a couple of seasons. But
Okay.
for a person that wants to come in on the first season, doesn't know what a W-2 is, never heard of a 1040, what we do is we give them training first. Our very first, my very first focus on that person is income tax training.
Okay.
So the tax training is not long for a basic consultant to come in on. It's only a week. We
Okay.
actually have some self-study courses at this time that you can actually do online. They are very thorough, and they walk you through a 1040 completely.
Gotcha.
Okay? That's only about a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we train them, then we also, the next thing that we do is we put them into our mentorship program. We have a 7-day-a-week mentorship hotline. We have weekly marketing classes. Right now, we're doing business development classes, teaching people how to, customer intake. How do you speak to a customer? Your fee structure. We do demographic analysis for you. We teach you marketing techniques. We have a really good marketing system that we teach them. So basically, we give them like a turnkey package.
Gotcha.
It's your business, so we give you everything that you need, all the tools that you need for the underachievement tax preparer to turn you into eventually a six-figure earning tax professional.
Gotcha. I love that, because you said a few things in just that little dissertation, that mentorship. They get a mentorship program. That is powerful, right? And I'm a big branding and marketing guy. And I tell everybody that I coach with from a branding and marketing standpoint, if you're building a business, but you're not building a brand, you're not building a sustainable business. But you guys provide a good branding and marketing system that can help them continue to do what they need to do along the way, along with some good coaching and some good mentorship. So a person who is not versed in taxes at all, week to 10 days can really go through your program, really get themselves really familiar, and probably bang out the very basic tax returns. But then, because you guys create this network for those more complicated tax returns, they could probably consult with someone in their network let somebody more seasoned deal with those and still make a small commission off of it, the referral and that kind of stuff. Is that correct? Is that fair to say?
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I've got somebody asking, do you work with existing tax preparers as well? And I know the answer, but how would someone who is existing, they're already doing their thing, they may already have their numbers through the IRS and all that good stuff, but they might be struggling with scale. How would you work with somebody like that?
So what we do is, again, our compensation structure, we work with them to grow their tax business. So they can be put in our mentorship program just to grow their tax business and learn the compensation structure and learn the marketing techniques that they may not already know about. And there's also other add-on incentives that their existing tax businesses can add to their businesses as well. So basically, that's a different type of mentorship call. But what we do, that's basically specifically to help them grow their business. If they need software, if they need more robust software, if they need training development manuals for their current preparers, if they have current preparers, teach them how to add people onto their business. We give them all of that to help them grow their tax business.
So it sounds like you can take someone and give them a full business, assess their business fully, and see where they need the help, right?
Yes.
So I like that. That's customization, because I might be really, really good at banging out basic returns. I might be able to bang out a basic return in 20 minutes, right? But I might not be good at getting customers in every 20 minutes to get those returns banged out, right?
Exactly.
So you can assess somebody's business and take a look at what they're doing, how they're doing it, and say, you know what? You got enough customers, but maybe the way you're conversing with your customers is not allowing you to streamline and get them in and out of the office in a timely manner. So you're losing money because you're losing time, because it takes you 90 minutes to do a simple return.
Exactly.
All right, cool. All right, sugar. All right, baby, have a good one. So I like that, because there's a lot of tax preparers, again, they want to scale their businesses up. Every tax season, they're saying to themselves, man, this year I'm going to do more tax returns than I did last year. Last year was good. It was cool, but I'm going to do more. But again, if they don't have a mentorship program, if they don't understand branding and marketing, if they don't understand business development and models and structures and things of that nature, if they don't understand leverage, how to bring people in, train them to do that, is going to be tough, because you can do the same amount of returns this year that you did last year, but if you train 10 people on how to do half what you do, you make 4 times the money, right?
Exactly.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That is good stuff, man. I really, really like that. So she said yes, and training tax preparers. So a lot of people, it seems like there's some people on the line who are tax preparers already and may be interested in learning what your system has to offer and how they can get involved. So guys, all you have to do is go to taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. There's a short little form that you put in some information, and Kimberly and her team will get back in touch with you and let you know everything that they have to offer, where they can be of assistance to you and your business and your brand, because this is for very new people, but experienced tax preparers who are looking to scale up. You can provide some assistance in that as well. What about those who have been scaling slowly over the years? What's your take on, I'm still doing tax returns out of my home, or is it now time for me to go rent a storefront for these 6 months and go ahead and get in and create a more professional atmosphere to make this happen? What is your take on that?
My computer was actually going in and out. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that question?
Yeah. So what is your take on that person who has been in the game 5 years, but they're still doing taxes out of their home, and now they're starting to think, hey, is now a good time for me to go ahead and rent a storefront for 6 months to create a more professional atmosphere to do these returns in and things of that nature. So are you coaching people through that process as well?
Yes, and if they have clientele already, there are things that we can work with. All we need to do is get them registered with the IRS, and we've partnered with tax banks that actually help people in that situation to scale up on their business by actually, helping them get funds to actually help their business get started. But if they have to show that they have the existing clientele. So yes, that is something that I would encourage, especially if you know that you have the clientele to sustain a retail location. Then yes, I would encourage that.
Okay, so and you said you have tax banks that you can turn people on to that can assess your business, look at your returns from last year, and say, hey, this is the revenue that you had coming in. You could sustain a 6 months lease at this amount or what have you. So that's amazing. taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. Someone else on YouTube is asking how to get in touch with you. taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. Put in your details, and her team will get back with you. Because I know that for me, I think about, do you take the added expense of a storefront and utilities and all that kind of stuff for such a short span? But I know the trade-off in that, because some people are just flat out more comfortable coming to, or you can attract new business with the storefront, because some people just have an issue with small home-based businesses and that they won't give you or treat you with the same level of professionalism, or think that you're not professional because you're smart enough to not incur the extra bills for a building if you don't need to. So I know there's pros and cons to both, but you're saying that you can help someone assess their clientele pool, the amount of returns they did, their fee schedule, what kind of revenue they brought in off of those different returns that they did, to say, hey, if this has been consistent for 4, 5, 6 years, then it's safe to say that you'll make the same amount of money and you can stand $1,000 a month lease for 6 months or something like that.
Right.
All right. Nice. I like that. I like that. See, this is what I like to talk to people about. Fundamental ways that they can take a skill set or take their ambition, their passion and drive, and create something of their own. Nothing wrong with a job. You won't hear me job bashing anybody who's got a job, because you can let your job be a primary funding source for your dreams, for your vision. Now, there's 2 reasons that our people perish, right? They perish from a lack of knowledge, and they perish from a lack of vision. So if you got a vision, people, of seeing yourself as a professional tax preparer, helping people in your community get their taxes done and all that kind of stuff, if that's your vision, now you need to connect with someone like Kimberly to get your knowledge up and start building your business and your brand. So again, you're looking at taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. Put in your little contact details. She will get in touch with you. Let her know the Financial Health Mentor sent you. And you get all the details on what it will take for you to get into her program and either start a brand new tax preparation business, or scale up an existing tax preparation business. Or I know some tax pros on the line right now who might be saying, you know what, I've got my own storefront, I've got my own store. I was thinking about expanding into some other states and some other locations. You're telling me, or you telling them that they can become either a recruiter or a manager and funnel some folks to you to get them trained up, and now they can have satellite spots all over the country.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. So you got something for everybody in every stage of the game. You're just brand new. I just need a way to make some extra money. Are you good with numbers, right? Okay, I can teach you this tax game, and you can start a brand new tax. Maybe you only do 2 or 3 returns a day. So how much is the average income or revenue made on a single return? I know it may vary state to state, but what can you put me in a ballpark?
I would say during the peak season, which is the busy season, it could be from $250 to $400 for a single return.
Okay, and then this is profit made by the consultant, right?
Yes.
So Again, I'm all about practicality. $200 to $400 per return. Let's just put it right at the middle. $250 is your profit for return, and you do 2 returns per week. If my statistics are right, which I believe they are, they come from USA Today and Forbes and Money Magazine and places like that, the average American is living check to check. You can literally go through a program like this, do 2 returns per week, and make an extra $500. That's an extra $2,000 per month. For most working class people who are living check to check, that's life-changing money. And I like that you offering something that can help people get there. Now, what about licenses? And let's talk a little bit about that, because I see some people going on back and forth on the stream about whether or not this is an unlicensed, being unlicensed versus licensed, being a CPA, accountant, having a degree, and all that kind of stuff. What does the IRS require for you to be a tax preparer?
The IRS requires that you have an electronic filing ID number if you are going to be an authorized e-file provider.
Okay.
You have a PTIN number, which is your preparer tax ID number. You can opt to do continuing education credits. That's if you are looking to, have a more professional stance in the business. The IRS does not require that you do this. This is optional. But the only thing that you basically need in the first year is to have a PTIN number, a preparer tax ID number. The IRS verifies you with your last couple of years of tax returns to get that number. So you don't have to have an accounting degree. You don't have to be a CPA to actually start a tax business. Now, of course, yes, if you want to go on, you can become an enrolled agent and you can become a CPA. But just to start out, you do not have to be a CPA.
Okay, so let me run that back. What does the IRS require? Because this AXR can help you if you have a tax problem, right? So I think what JMO is getting at is only CPAs can represent you in a court of law if you have an issue with your taxes. Is that correct? Or an enrolled agent, right? Yes. So I think Jay is concerned that the industry could get muddled down or watered down with people who are not professional, people who are not licensed or don't know what they're doing. But the IRS requirement is not that you be a CPA. You don't have to be a CPA. You don't have to be licensed, right?
Correct.
But you do have to have the PTIN.
Yes, you do have to have the PTIN. Now, some states like Oregon and California do require that you have a certification, but not only certain states. Not the IRS, no. Just you have a PTIN number.
Right. So Jay is saying you have to be licensed to represent tax preparers. So,
right.
But you don't have to be licensed to be a tax preparer.
Correct.
But
and that the market, that particular market that he may be asking about, that's not really the market that we're going after.
Right.
We're trying to develop new tax professionals so that they don't get lost in the muddle of becoming one of those old fly-by-night tax professionals.
Gotcha.
That's our goal.
Gotcha. So you guys can help someone get their TPIN, and if they want to escalate or elevate and go to become an enrolled agent, you can help them with the steps that they need to do that as well. Get their, where they can go and get continuing education just to stay on top of, because he says the tax code, the IRS is ever changing. So you can help them with, I know my girl Yvette goes to IRS seminars every year to see what changes and all that kind of. So you can help people understand, here's what's in your city, so you can get that education, what new changes are coming down the pipe and all that good stuff, right?
Yes, and Yvette is my friend too, so hi Yvette.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I think Jay has some real concerns, some real issues with professionalism, and wants to make sure that if this is a professional and legitimate opportunity, which it sounds like it is, because you don't have to be a CPA or an accountant to be a tax preparer. So as long as you're following the law, I think you're okay with this opportunity because, I mean, the IRS themselves says, hey, PTIN, you can start preparing taxes. We're going to monitor you and your whole operation to make sure you ain't doing nothing shady. Those who've been in the game for a couple years, then let's go ahead and help you become an enrolled agent so that further elevates your stance within the IRS that you're doing things the right way. And then I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what business you're in, your track record and your name. Are you treating people fairly? Are people getting the results that they're paying you for? I think that goes, I mean, because we know people who are licensed, we know people who are degreed, who've been committing fraud and all that kind of stuff. So I think that part goes both ways. Whether you have a license or not, you can still not know what you're doing. You can still commit fraud. You can still try to scam people, even if you have a license. And just like people who don't have license, they could be upstanding and doing everything and serving their clients well and all that good stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We are really big on ethics. You can ask any of my associates; they get tired of me always talking about ethics, and
Yeah.
ethics. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jay is really going in. He doesn't like the network marketing or the leverage part of what you are offering in a way to bring and introduce people into the tax game. So, yeah, I mean, he's got a very strong opinion about that and doing things correctly, and so do I. I don't want to mislead anybody with any of the information that I present. So my disclaimer is do your own research, talk to your tax professional or your financial advisor before making any financial or tax moves. And maybe Jay is a tax professional. Jay, are you a tax professional? Are you licensed in the industry? I'm just wondering if Jay is that professional, and maybe that's why he's such an advocate because he went through certain channels to make sure that he is licensed as a financial advisor or a tax professional or what have you. But I think what you're offering is something similar to what I offer. I try to offer people a way to make some extra money so that they can then use that extra money to get themselves out of debt. And then once they are out of debt, they can use that money to sit down with a financial advisor and get some investments going so we can start building generational wealth in our community. That's the bottom line for me and what I do and what I teach. And I can see this system integrating with some of the things that I teach to help people, A, make some extra money so they can stop living paycheck to paycheck. B, if they are smart and realize why they're living paycheck to paycheck is because they're drowning in debt, takes the extra money, pay off their debt, and once they pay off their debt, now they can start speaking to some financial advisors and getting some sound investments that they can build long-term generational wealth to take their families to the next level. So once again, guys, what I want you to do is if you're interested in learning more about this opportunity, I want you to go to taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. Enter your name, email address, and that sort of thing. And Kimberly and her team will get back in touch with her. Make sure you tell her that the Financial Health Mentor sent you guys and learn about this wonderful opportunity that you can use as a way to make some extra money. Especially this time of year, you can already start. So what would someone do if they got rolling with you today? Kind of give people an outline of what you would do with them to prepare, to let people know that they are tax preparers. And because this is a critical month, I would assume that people from marketing can, what could they be doing if they like?
Well, right now, after they filled out the form and they contacted us, of course, we will get back to them to assess what their goals are, where they are, whether they have a tax business, whether they have any experience. Then we put them in our market. We actually have an email funnel that's going on now. We have different marketing challenges so that they can start today. They can start marketing today using those marketing challenges that we send out. We send those out daily. We also have some business development trainings that they'll be enrolled in. How to grow your tax business, how to market your tax business, the upcoming tax laws. We have all of those that are coming up right now.
Gotcha.
For now, they would definitely have to get their PTIN number if they don't have it.
Okay.
And go through some simple setup process, and then we'll enroll them into our trainings.
Got you. So they could be getting educated, trained, get their PTIN number set up, start the email marketing funnel so they can start building a customer database of potential leads. And that, so yes, this month is critical so that when filing season, companies start sending out those W-2s, they'd already be in position. So guys, I want you to go to taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. So Jay says, yes, he is a licensed financial advisor, has a degree in accounting, and work with licensed accountants every day. Jay, give me the name of your firm so I can shout you out, bro. So those who are looking for a licensed financial advisor, I have tons of people who I've helped get out of debt, tons of people who are looking for investments. So go ahead and give me the name of your business and your brand so I can shout you out, because I know lots of people who are looking for a good, solid financial advisor where you can give them, I've helped them free up $1,000 a month. They're looking for things to do with that $1,000 a month to go ahead and start building generational wealth. So give me the name of your firm or your brand so that I can shout you out and put them in touch with you, those who get ready to elevate to that level. So again, taxpro.financialhealthmentor.com. Get yourself some additional information. That's how you get plugged in. And Kimberly will get in touch with you and let you know what it takes to get started. If you're interested in this program, she'll let you know what it costs, where you need to start training, and all of that good stuff. And we can take more people to the level of not just being entry-level tax preparer. If that's where you are and you want to scale up, Kimberly has some great programs, some marketing, some training, some business development that you can take to help you go to that next level. If you're already a preparer and you're seasoned and you maybe want to look at how you can hire some additional agents, you can plug them into this system. They can get trained with Kimberly and her team, and now they can start doing tax returns under your brand. You can make an override, so I like that. And then if you are the brand new person looking for a business opportunity and you think taxes could be the way for you to make some extra money, I think this would be grand for you to at least investigate. Cool. Let me see if Jay gave his contact information. I want to make sure that people know if they're looking for a solid financial advisor or a financial planner. Go ahead and list the name of your firm, Jay, or the name of your brand, how people can get in contact with you who are looking for a licensed financial advisor. Go ahead and drop your information in the comments so that we can help you, so that the people who are looking for someone who is licensed, I can send them your way. If you really want to be professional, go to college, get a degree, and get licensed. I think he might be talking to me because he says Calvin. He might be meaning Cortez. No, that's not my deal. I'm a marketer. I don't want to be a financial planner or a financial advisor. I make my money from marketing. That's my specialty, and I stick to the things that I'm good at. But give us the name of your firm and your brand so that we can help. So those who need a professional financial advisor, Jay, I want to make sure that I send them to someone who is licensed, who does have the degree, who has that you do have the license and the authority to help someone invest their money. Like I said, I got a network of nearly 500 people who I'm helping get out of debt, and I don't provide financial advice. So once I get them out of debt, they build their emergency fund, then I need somebody to funnel those people to who can help them with their investments. Oh, he was talking to Calvin. So Calvin does say he has a master's degree. All right, cool. All right, so that's it. So Kimberly, any last words? Give me your best pitch on why someone should partner with you in this opportunity.
Because we love. This is my passion. Like I said, if you speak to any one of my associates, I'm always pouring information into people. I'm really, what my goal is to help people that don't know, that want to start to make money in this industry and want to figure this industry out. I really am hands-on. We are very hands-on with our mentees. We are professional, of course. Like, this opportunity may not be for everyone. Like I said, everything isn't for everyone. However, this is for a market. This helps people that are new to the industry and want to get some skin in the game. And yes, they can progress to the next level. I'm very big on motivating people to progress to the next level. If you do want to become an EA, or if you do want to get other continuing education credits, I'm all about that. But for people who are just starting out and just need someone to just kind of be there with them and kind of someone who's had experience, then this is a perfect opportunity for them.
Nice.
And I love it. This is my passion. So
nice. I love it. I love what you do. I got a lot of mad respect for what you're doing, trying to create opportunities for our people. And that's what our people need, opportunity. Is everybody going to jump on the opportunity? No, but we need more and more opportunities for people who are looking for ways to create or to get out of negative situations, especially financially, so they can do more for their families and ultimately do more for their community. So Kimberly, I appreciate your time. I want you to stay on. You guys know what time it is. We're going to kill the stream, and then Kimberly and I are going to go beyond the stream, and we're going to talk real strategies. And if you want to get the behind the beyond the streams access, then you guys know you got to pay for that. All right, so I'm H. Cortez. You've been listening to and learning from Kimberly Fowler, tax professional, with the opportunity for you to either become a recruiter, manager, or a tax consultant and make you some extra money in the next 5 months that could potentially transform your life. So I'm H. Cortez, financial health mentor to the Black community. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. More importantly, you deserve it. Peace out, y'all. All right, so the stream has ended.
okay. Woof. Jesus. All right. So you did good, though. You did good. The people are feeling you, and I know I don't have my referral number, but I think you're gonna get some hits, not only from this show just in the last hour, but just residually, because people watch the streams. We got up to, I forgot to cancel YouTube.